know, I got a phone. Can't forget technology. Alright. So, if everybody wants to pass this around, and just kind of let me know how many mites you're using. I made one myself, and it leaked all over the place too, so I was using expensive alcohol. At least I wasn't stuff that I drank. During COVID, I made hand sanitizer out of, what's the really strong stuff?
Grain.
I know, what's it called?
Everclear?
Everclear.
You
I still
went
have
name
it.
brand?
Huh?
You went name brand.
Well, what was left on the shelf? Nobody else wanted to go name brand. So, if everybody wants, okay, I got a few more off. Who's got mites? Alright, so everybody wants to pass it around.
He has mites or no?
Got mites. Oh, she's like, my friends are in these bags. Okay, if everybody wants to pair off in a group of 3, whoever you guys like, or yeah, I guess you don't need to, and you probably don't need to. So, you guys over here, and then you guys, and then you guys, if you want to.
How long have you been keeping them?
So this is Bill's nice little thing. Looks nice and easy and cheap.
That's what I was just going to ask.
So what you're gonna do is each group is gonna take a bag of bees. Let me know the numbers so I can keep track of how many mites we see in the bees.
He's using soapy water.
So he is using soapy water, and he has it nicely made up for us because he looks very organized. So there's that and that. There's that. So group number 2 can take that one. And then where's the lids? Oh, we'll just use this one. You need a lid, right? And there's that, and there's that. You got a lid?
You could pour in this.
Yep, your soapy water. Let me find you a lid. Do you have any other lids?
I'm assuming he did a wash and then put it back in.
He gathered the bees and killed them. He hasn't done the actual wash yet.
That's a mite.
Alright, you guys need a top. Make sure, so what we need to do is make sure to go ahead and fill it up if you need
Oh,
more.
I saw the line, so I only filled it to that line.
Because you want to be able to cover your bees. And it needs to, yep. Yep. I probably, if it's not enough, we can always add more. So there's your bees. There's your lid. There you go.
Oh, alright. Oh, you got it.
Great hive
Okay.
last year. We had 2 great hives going in.
There you go.
And they both
If you have any
Alright.
problem identifying a mite, let me know.
There you go. You got your bag of bees. Alright, so how much do we pour in here? There you go. Oh, except for I need that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's DM5. Keep your cards, so I need the cards with your bees.
Yeah. And I'm shaking? Okay, how much do I shake? How much of this do I put in there? I mean, do you want to swizzle it? Or
You're just
shake it
gonna
up
you're
and
just
down?
gonna swirl. So
Okay.
yeah, go ahead and swirl. Let me go ahead and start a timer for you guys. We're gonna timer for not 10 minutes. That'll be a lot of shake.
I like the spin cycle.
There you go, spin cycle. So go ahead and keep swirling.
Okay.
Keep swirling. Swirl.
So is it shake,
Shake. Yep.
Shake.
Shake your bees, not your booty.
Yeah, don't say booty.
Not your booty. Shake your bees. All right, when the timer goes off,
There's mites in the baggie?
I bought a hive
I will
You
count
already
them.
killed them,
Yeah, here you go. We'll count
so
them.
count those.
Yep.
There's 4
How much more?
It's too bad that's got the straw holding it up.
But that's a neat little homemade gadget.
Yes, it is.
And the
I
mesh.
would just swirl.
The mesh is honeycomb shaped. Did you see that?
Is it a lot more direction?
Depends.
That's a good price.
And but
All right, you got
they
these
died at
bees.
the end of the year.
In the, like in the winter?
No,
Or
they
the end of
died
summer?
going into the fall. They died.
And then when you guys are done, put your
But I didn't
bucket
know
or put your thing of bees back on the bag with the numbers,
I just got the hive.
so he knows his numbers.
Well, there ain't gonna be any mites on it for the next group.
But
They have
I'm
their
trying
own
to keep
bags.
the cups though, so I keep the cups so I can
Put it
count
that
them.
way, that I get
They
it.
have more.
Yes.
They have
Actually,
more.
we have one of these.
Yeah.
I haven't used it.
It really works well.
To me, the hardest thing was, well, getting the bees, enough bees into the thing. I think the only thing I'd be wrong. I
So,
didn't
Miss
have
Jennifer,
enough,
All right.
but I
when
was
is
told.
it the most critical for checking your bees for mites?
What
So,
is the most
I talked about the 4 different kind of seasonal cycles of the bees. They actually recommended starting with your population increase. So you can start in spring and check your bee mite population in spring. I did Formic Pro this spring before it started getting too warm for the Formic Pro. It's the pads. It's an organic.
Formic acid.
How do you put it in your hive?
There's a whole decision tree and the instructions that go with
On
that.
honeybeehealthcoalition.org.
Yep.
They've got a nice flow chart. I don't want to use pesticides, so go this way. That's formic acid is not a pesticide.
Oh, nice. Like the Apivar is a pesticide.
Yeah, that's a
So
synthetic
they've got
chemical
solutions for
versus an
people who
organic.
Don't
Right.
want to do.
Chemical. Yeah. That's
So you can start testing your mites in spring as the population starts to increase. A peak time. We're coming on to our disease and disorder. So now is probably going to be a good time to start testing for mites. I actually have a hive that is pretty much being decimated probably by mites right now, but I have other hives that are doing okay. So there's one hive a couple hives that I could have tested mites a little earlier. I think we started spring early this year, like so early. You can also test in late fall or in fall, kind of around maybe October. So as the population starts to decrease, and then if you want to, depending on weather, because it might be too cold, you can also test for mites in the dormant period. But you wait for a nice mild time when you go to open that hive, because we don't also want to hurt the bees just to test for mites when it's too cold outside. Some people will treat and not test, but you need to test before your treatment and after your treatment, and that ensures, one, you're treating enough and you're getting your mite counts down.
How long do you wait after your treatment to test again?
I had that question usually probably right after
what is right after the next day?
the next day or so.
The purpose is to make sure
Your
that your mite treatment is effective. Let's say,
So it should be instantly effective with like Formic Pro.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Is oxalic acid also organic?
It's
Yes.
organic, yes.
Okay.
And it's also instantly effective.
Yeah, got it.
But you have to use
But
it
you have,
appropriately.
yes, you have to use it
Appropriately.
appropriately.
Right.
So that no matter which method we choose, it should all work in one day.
No.
Oh,
That's what it
Your
sounds like.
treatment is going to have different treatment windows for how long you use it and what window is used for treatment. So, like Formic Pro, my pads were put on. It was 10-day treatment. I put the second pad on for another 10-day treatment. So it was almost a 2-week. No, it was almost a month period of treatment.
So it's a process.
So it's a process. Your strips are going to have whatever your strips for the Apivar are going to recommend treating for so many days with your strips. Oxalic acid is going to have specific treatment time, and they'll probably go over that a little bit with the options. With the Honeybee Health Coalition is a great resource for that.
So it'll say on
Yep.
whatever we pick, it'll tell us
Yep.
like when to check it.
Yep.
And a lot
And
of
what
them are
temperatures, temperature sensitive, time sensitive, like if you have brood, no brood, things like that. So just keep that
Honey.
in
You
mind.
have honey supers on, etc. There, like right now, there's a couple of different methods you cannot use.
Yeah.
Right.
Too hot.
Like
Yep.
Formic
So-
Pro.
Formic Pro.
Because it's too hot.
It's too hot.
There's two of them. One's Formic Pro. The other, what's the volatile?
Mite
one?
away.
No.
No.
It's a gel.
Oh,
Thymol?
It's
It's
no,
a thym-
it's,
yes,
it's
the
a
thymol
thymol,
treatment.
Apagard.
Yeah, that one also is temperature
Yes.
sensitive.
So all of that, yeah. So, but now we're gonna go back to the mite numbers, because your mite numbers are important, because we gotta decide how many mites hits that treatment threshold. So we look at how many mites in 100 bees, but we gotta do some math, because a half of a cup is 300 bees. So if you're seeing at least one mite and you have 100 bees, it's about, depending on the time of year, you're looking at like dormant stage when there's less bees. If you get 1%, that's a treatment threshold, say in the wintertime. Versus if you have very, very peak time, you can be up to 3% of mites per 100 or 300 bees. So say we have 1 mite per 100 bees, that's a 1% or that's a 1% mite infestation.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get numbers. So right now, if you have 3 bees for 300 bees, you're looking at a treatment threshold where you need to start treating. So just remember that three mites for a half of a cup of bees, you're probably going to want to start treating, at least, you know. But the goal is with mite treatment is to keep mite populations low throughout the year, so you're never hitting that threshold where you're going to start seeing disease in your hive, like deformed wing or the black velvet or whatever, the black bee disease that they also carry. Those are the 2 most common that I have seen in my hives. Obviously bees on the ground, because there's also tracheal mites and all other kinds of things, but we're just looking at varroa as far as this is concerned. So just think about those treatment thresholds. And spring is a good time. Summer, definitely. And why do we want to make sure our mite numbers are low, especially during the summertime?
Healthy bees going into the fall.
Yep, fall and winter, because our late summer bees are going to start making those bees for winter that are going to have to last longer than just the 45 days that they do through the rest of the year.
What's
gonna
late
say what I'm
summer?
thinking.
September?
What's that?
What's late summer? September?
We're probably going to look more into now and into August.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Even though summer just really started.
For our bees, it's more
It's-
summertime.
Yeah.
I mean, your bees started in
Our summer,
January,
Yes.
so
our
Our
heat
bees
comes
started in
early here.
January.
So
but-
September would be fall, I guess.
Yes,
according to
so
bees.
fall, so we did a treatment with the Apiary Guard in like September, October for our second treatment on the bees that just we couldn't get the thresholds lower for. So we didn't treat everybody with a second treatment. We just treated those bees that kept having those high mite numbers.
So, and if you have not very many hives, like hobbyists, and you find one hive with mites, you should treat all your hives as the initial treatment?
More than likely, they said if you have 10 or less hives in your colony or your apiary, that you should test all of them. If you're more commercial, you should test about 3 to 5% of your colonies within your apiary if you are a larger scale. But we test all of our hives. We went from 4 to 7 this year, so it's a lot, but healthy bees. There was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was. All right. Can I borrow that pen? All right, so how many mites did you guys see in this one? 7. Oh my.
Any in the bag?
Any in the bag? The bag on the
Check
table.
the bag on the table. See if there's
Oh,
any in there.
no, there were not. Unless that's one. It's hard to tell between dirt, but that looks more dirtish.
Regardless, it's too many.
Correct.
Yes, regardless, it is too many. So I'm going to take his little thing.
You see like 4? Is that what you said?
I don't want to
Oh,
put
that
this
one
in
has
the
6.
pen,
There's 6 in there.
Can I borrow actually
Have one in the bag?
You didn't tell me to bring paper and pen. I do
Sure,
my
sure.
writing after. You didn't bring me anything.
Do you want to here? Do I have my schedule? Maria, do you have your schedule?
I have a paper towel you can write on.
He's got paper.
That's my.
All right, DM5. DM5 was, he said 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, somewhere around 7. Maybe 8 even, but that's still too high. All right, cool. Well, there's that one. All right, how many guys did you guys have? And that's B9? Yeah. And I have no idea how much time I have, so, but
Bill's
we're going to
done.
be talking. He's done? Oh, he's waiting on me now?
45 minutes a session.
I didn't know what time we started, so
Thought that's
until
what
we're
you said.
done.
1, 2, 3.
Which one is, which one?
He
Which one's
finished
the mic?
early?
Yeah.
That one.
Oh,
right?
he's finished.
Like the brown one?
Yes, this orangey, that's a mite, but there's no other mites in here besides that.
How many did you get?
That guy? Smushed one?
The smush one.
Okay. How many of you guys? That's M4? So this is also good. Your mite washes. Also looking at your bottom boards, if you ever have the screen bottom boards and you pull them out, it's also a good way to practice looking for mites through all of the other debris. Because if you guys ever do the certified beekeeping test, you don't have to be able to identify those for that, but the journeyman, you have to be able to identify more diseases, and Varroa is one of them. So this is a good way of practicing.
I want to call it 6 total.
Including that one in the bag?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's a lot of...
It's a lot of debris in there. And at that point, you're trying to go by color.
Yeah.
All right. I think 5, but I can't remember if I counted that one. Okay, cool. All right, and we said this was, I don't remember, D15?
Yeah.
Or D11, as he said it was, but it's
But
not.
it's not, it's D15.
I had...
Oh, you took the D's out of the wrong hat.
Oh, well, I did my check.
That's right.
We checked and found.
And one big bee is okay.
got about
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So I got about 3 in that
Ignore the
hive.
big B.
Yeah.
So that's kind of on the verge. You know, he does a lot of hygienic bees. So now that I'm done with these bees, I don't know where I guess I'll just dump them.